Welcome to the Spring 2022 podcast edition of Hometalk, featuring news and information to help you enjoy your home and local community. Included in this podcast, we're here for you. How our Tenancy Support team offer one-to-one support for residents on a variety of topics, including managing your money. Community-led housing. How Soha is involved in initiatives to help local people take a lead in housing in their communities. And home ownership. Leaseholders and shared owners make up nearly 15% of Soha's properties. We talk about how we've been reshaping our team and services to offer residents a quality service. All this and much more. We'd love to know what you think of this podcast, so do contact us to give us your feedback. Also, if you'd prefer to receive Hometalk as a podcast in future, instead of a hard copy, email communications@soha.co.uk or call free phone 0800 014 1545.
Kate Waring says welcome. Welcome to Hometalk. This spring finds us all bracing ourselves for a rise in the cost of living, like nothing we have seen recently. An element of that for Soha residents is that your rent is increasing. You will have had a letter from us explaining by how much and why. Through 2 years of pandemic, we have kept services going, building new homes and investing in your community, and unfortunately, the cost of all of this has risen. We review what we charge every year in line with the rules that the government sets for housing associations. Each year we try to be as fair as possible in absorbing what we can of those increased costs without passing them on to you. This explanation doesn't make it any easier, we know, and so I'm pleased that the What a Difference a Day Makes feature later spotlights the work of our Tenancy Support team. They are ready to help residents towards smarter money management and have connections with other teams and agencies in other areas too. In the same vein, the feature Energy Saving later on shares energy saving tips, and energy saving equals money saving. This edition features upcoming resident engagement activities, including your invitation to join the AGM of Members Forum. This group of up to 18 members are your representatives, whether you're a tenant or a homeowner, and you can contact them at any time to put forward your views formally to Soha. Just ask our resident engagement team to pass on a message to the forum chair. That way of having your voice heard is in addition to any number of others to get involved with us. Have you looked at the Get Involved part of our website recently? It's at www.soha.co.uk/involving-u/my-community. Homeowners may be interested particularly in News for Homeowners towards the end of this recording, which outlines how we are shaping a new service dedicated to our homeowners and leaseholders. We'd really value your input, so if you have any ideas that you think would help us improve, we want them. I hope that you and your family will soon feel the benefit of winter retreating and the days getting longer and milder. If Soha staff can help you with any aspect of your tenancy or lease, or making the most of your neighbourhood as the days grow longer, we will. Do get in touch. Kate.
Contributors to this issue are Craig Dransfield, Head of Development, Andrea Bain, Resident Engagement and Membership Coordinator, Lee Haywood, Director of Property Services, Michael Hughes, Planned Maintenance Surveyor, Emma Langstaff, Estates and Neighbourhoods Manager, Jude McCaffrey, Head of Housing, James McDowell, Project and Information Manager, Emma Morell, Lettings Manager, and Mark Giddings, Home Sales and Home Ownership Manager.
Contact us. The Editor, Hometalk Magazine, Soha Housing, Royal Scott House, 99 Station Road, Didcot, OX11 7NN. Call 01235 515 900 or free phone 0800 014 1545. Email housing@soha.co.uk. Join the conversation on Twitter @Soha Housing. Find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Soha Housing or download the Soha app. Designed by Toast Design, www.toastdesign.co.uk. Print managed by Baker Goodchild, www.bakergoodchild.co.uk. Audio services by Transcriptions Direct, www.transcriptionsdirect.co.uk. Sub-editor Muriel Lewis, 2M Partnership, www.2m.org.uk. Hometalk is also available in large print, audio and electronic formats. If you would like to receive a different version or unsubscribe from receiving Hometalk altogether, please email communications@soha.co.uk or call us on free phone 0800 014 1545. To read this or any Soha publication in another language, or to add English speech so that it is read aloud to you, go to www.soha.co.uk and click the red People logo bottom right. How are we doing? Here is Soha's performance so far this business year, 1st of April to the 31st of December 2021. Overall satisfaction. Tenants satisfied with Soha service. Quarterly target 91%. How we did 89%. Arrears for current tenants. Quarterly target 5.5%. How we did 6.2%. Letting homes. Average relet time for all homes. Quarterly target 45 days. How we did 56 days. Repairs. Average time to complete repairs. Quarterly target 9 days. How we did 9.9 days. Repairs fixed at the first visit. Quarterly target 85%. How we did 84.6%. Your views. Tenants satisfied that Soha listens to their views and acts upon them. Quarterly target 80%. How we did 73%.
Fire safety. All our new homes are built in strict accordance with current building regulations, which include fire safety. We commission a specialist fire safety consultant to carry out annual inspections of our independent living and extra care scheme communal areas, and 3 yearly inspections of the communal areas in our general needs blocks of flats. Any work recommended by the consultant is carried out immediately.
Complaints. Year to date. 26 Stage 1 complaints received. 6 resolved, some from last business year. 22 outstanding. 118 dissatisfaction issues, not Stage 1 complaints. We welcome complaints as a way of improving our service. Take a look at the website, which tells you more about the process. www.soha.co.uk/contact/complaints/. You can write to us at complaints@soha.co.uk. By post at our Didcot office, that's Soha Housing, Royal Scott House, 99 Station Road, Didcot, OX11 7NN. Or call us on free phone 0800 014 1545.
Tenant Satisfaction Survey. Mel is a company working for a number of housing associations like Soha, taking regular surveys about how residents feel about their landlord. They call around 200 Soha residents a month. If they do phone, you don't have to answer, But if you do have the time, Mel would ask around 15 questions about the service you receive from us. What you say is anonymous. The information we get helps us improve and prioritise our services. If you don't want to be contacted, tell us and we'll make sure you're not.
Customer services. The large volume of calls, emails and social media messages to our call centre, which hit a peak before Christmas, regrettably meant residents contacting us were waiting much longer than we would wish. We have employed more full-time advisors and have trained 20 staff from other teams to take a turn in customer services for a day each at a time. We are pleased that this added capacity has made a big difference to how fast we can react to your needs. Some of the additional pressure has arisen because you are, understandably, chasing us for information about outstanding repairs. We are very sorry that repairs of all sorts are taking longer than usual to be completed. The repairs contractors with whom Soha works are, like those used by landlords across the UK, experiencing shortages of both materials and labour caused by a number of factors, including the aftermath of the coronavirus pandemic.
Neighbourhood Disputes, What to Do? By Jude McCaffrey. Jude writes, many of us have been troubled by neighbours who are thoughtless, but is this something which Soha gets involved with? The law defines antisocial behaviour, or ASB, as acts which intentionally cause harassment, alarm or distress. It also covers many criminal activities, such as drug dealing, which the local police will take the lead on. We will always help you resolve ASB, not least because disputes like that often need expert input, which we can access with you. Allegations of ASB put a heavy burden on the complainant. A case must be evidenced by a very detailed process, and we might need you to complete nuisance diaries, attend mediation with your neighbour, sign witness statements, take recordings, or even attend court. Unwelcome behaviour, on the other hand, is what we call the day-to-day nuisance of living in a community, things like noise, dog poo, or parking. It's something which, like most landlords, Soha expects residents to deal with themselves. We always recommend that you talk to your neighbour first to try to resolve the issue. It may well be that your next doors had no idea their behaviour was disturbing you. Even if it does turn out you don't agree, talking it through might well get you to a compromise that works for both of you. Remember, you can always take someone with you to support you, or, if you're worried about approaching them, write a letter. Explain the problem clearly. Stick to the facts. Explain how the behaviour affects you. Other things you can do to help yourself before calling Soha are report drug use in your neighbourhood, call the police on 101. Report someone's care or lack of care for their pets. Call the RSPCA on 0300 1235 999. Report fly tipping to our estates team if Soha land, or your council if public. Contact us to find out who your council is if you're not sure. If someone's behaviour is threatening or violent, or you feel in immediate danger, call 999.
What a difference a day makes. Here for you. You may have seen Soha committing to being here for you in our publications and on social media. #HereForYou. One of the ways we've made that promise concrete is by adding to our tenancy support team. Toby, Holly and Soma gave Hometalk an insight into their work. Tenancy Support is a free service offering one-to-one housing-related support to anyone who our colleagues in the rental income or neighbourhoods team refer to us. Our mission is to help residents be independent and get full enjoyment from their homes and neighbourhoods. Financial advice plays a big part in helping to remove people's concerns, says Toby. That can mean, for instance, getting people back on their feet when things have gone awry, or coaching them in the financial responsibilities of being a householder for the first time. The team provides support and advice on a variety of topics. A key one is benefits eligibility, often helping people make a claim for universal credit or other benefits if they're not online or otherwise unable to do so themselves. We also offer advice on how to manage your budget and avoid debt, but we're not the only source of help. It may be more convenient for Soha residents to access Citizens Advice Support if they live in or near Abingdon, Didcot, Thame or Henley. Like the help they would have from any of us in the Soha in-house team, that advice is completely free and confidential. Toby, Holly and Soma also work with others within Soha and outside agencies on behalf of those they're supporting. One of our go-to teams in Soha is the Launchpad Employment Support Service offered by Paul and Neil. They are experts at finding ways for residents to maximise their employment opportunities, with anything from polishing up their CV through to finding work experience or work skills training. Paul has tablets, dongles and even smartphones to lend to residents to help them spot and apply for job opportunities, and he's also great at sharpening up people's IT skills. Paul and Neil are also endlessly encouraging, really throwing themselves into going on the journey with the residents who come to them for help. The Tenancy Support team might also spend some time helping to sort a neighbourhood issue, which is where Holly's background as a Soha neighbourhood officer comes in. An example might be when someone who has just got too much going on in their life to cope very well temporarily lets their house or garden fill up with rubbish. There's a great deal of support available if residents identify they have a problem with hoarding, and we can work with them gently and sensitively to clear their homes and tackle their wider issues. Soma is a great help to younger or vulnerable clients who have never rented or lived alone before. She says, there's so much to think about when you start out, understanding your responsibilities in the tenancy agreement, getting hooked up to utilities at the best price you can find, making sure you're getting all the benefits you're entitled to, and, this is something that I come across all the time, reminding people to register to pay council tax at the very beginning of their tenancy. So many think that universal credit covers council tax, when in fact it doesn't always. Receiving universal credit or other benefits may entitle you to a bit off the council tax bill, but not all. So there can be a horrible shock of hundreds of pounds worth of council tax awaiting residents who don't register to pay it within the first few days of moving in. The message the team want to leave with listeners is that no one needs to tackle the stuff life throws at them alone. Here for you, indeed. For the free Citizens Advice 1-hour budgeting consultation, contact by email sarah.purdy@osavcab.org.uk with your name and postcode.
Community-Led Housing, a new venture for Soha by Craig Dransfield. Community-led housing is about local people finding a solution to local housing need. They consult on a vision, then fundraise and manage the building of a project that builds affordable homes. In very simple terms, a community identifies the need for housing and the land to put it on. It forms a community land trust or CLT to buy the land, build the homes, and then acts as long-term steward of the housing so that it always remains affordable. In other words, CLTs don't just build in order to sell on. It's all about keeping the interest in the land in the community forever. Income that's raised from rents or from house sales is ploughed back into the community, and crucially, local people have access to affordable housing. CLTs are quite a new thing in Soha's part of the world, whereas they've been a feature of house building in other parts of the country for longer. Where does Soha come in? Soha is currently involved with 3 CLTs in Oxfordshire, Hook Norton, Oxford and Thame. Each CLT needs a different package of help from us. In some cases, such as in Oxford, we provide the expertise and guidance that the team needs to progress the project. In the North Oxfordshire village of Hook Norton, a community centre/pub, small units for people to work near to home, and guest rooms are foreseen as part of the design for their community-led housing. The CLT is funding the development through holding a community share raise, rather like when you see invitations from disused pubs to be brought back into community ownership by lots of people contributing funds, through borrowing from charity banks and through grants accessed by Soha. Why does Soha get involved? To be able to offer more affordable housing to rent. Each CLT scheme has a mix of homes for local people to buy as well as to affordably rent. Soha will add to its stock of homes to rent, manage and maintain, with 12 in the scheme at Hook Norton and 8 flats in Oxford. Thame CLT does not yet have plans to put to the local council.
Ready for a move? Get Move Ready by Emma Morrell. Here at Soha we keep a very close eye on all our performance measurements, but the one that is most on my mind is the length of time it takes to relet our homes. It's too long. Sometimes that's down to major work needed before a new tenancy can be offered, but more often it's because certain types of home are no longer as attractive as even a few years ago. The one we've pictured in the printed version of Hometalk is typical. Even new-built 2-bed flats are simply not as popular as they once were. Now we realise this is a trend, we're adapting our development plans, but that's a longer-term issue. What this imbalance means right now is that there are homes waiting to be let. I'm often asked if we keep a list of empty properties ready to be occupied. We don't. We advertise the majority of our homes for rent as soon as the previous tenant has given notice, or shortly before a developer hands them over to us. We publicise availability, not just putting them out to the Home choice-based letting system, but where appropriate, also on www.rightmove.co.uk. We keep in mind any resident needing to move due to exceptional circumstances and look to local support agencies and private rental agencies in an effort to help them as soon as possible. So let's say you spot something you fancy moving into. Ask yourself, are you really move ready? Is the information your local authority holds completely up to date, especially contact details? Will you be able to deal with the paperwork we send you quickly? When we ask for documents such as payslips, will you be able to get hold of them without delaying your application? Is the rent account on your current home paid up? No arrears.
Looking ahead. Did you know that if you're planning to downsize, we may be able to help you with a payment or other support? Take a look at homes-and-for-a-more-suitable-home to find out what sort of new home might be possible and how to make the move. Do you know someone who's over 60 for whom the option of on-site care might be needed in the not-too-distant future? We have homes to let in our 3 extra care schemes in Goring, Thame and Kingston Bagpuys, and a brand new one due to open in the autumn in Wallingford. Find out more by emailing ilt@soha.co.uk or calling us on the free phone number 0800 014 1545. And if you're ever helping someone with memory loss to move house, you might find this leaflet useful to make the transition easier. It's on our website at www.soha.co.uk/homes-and-for-older-people-with-dementia.
Green Themes. Sustainable Soha by Michael Hughes. We have ambitious plans on a number of environmental fronts, as you'll see from our corporate plan at www.soha.co.uk/publications. At Soha, we want to do our bit to combat climate change, as well as making a real difference to the quality of life of residents of our homes. The government's target is for the UK to be net zero carbon. That is, that there will be an overall balance between greenhouse gas emissions produced and greenhouse gas emissions taken out of the atmosphere by human activities by 2050 to combat climate change. How we all heat our homes plays a big part in that. Soha has committed to replace all older style storage heaters in its homes by 2025. Where there is no gas available, we're asking residents if they'll agree to our installing air source heat pumps instead. The project started in 2020, and by the end of March this year, we will have upgraded around 160 homes. Because the installation involves having new radiators, we expect this to be a more controllable way of keeping our homes warm, and it should be more economical as well. The pump mechanism sits outside the property and draws in heat from the outside air, converting it to electricity for the radiators and hot water cylinder inside. The complete installation, both outside and inside, takes around 4 days and is being done by our tried and tested contractor, Faulkner's. They will also visit for the annual servicing. We have received excellent tenant feedback so far. One tenant told us, "The heating is amazing and saves me money." Another tenant told us, "It is so lovely and warm. Instant heat and water. Very efficient and clean. Heating engineers were perfect and very friendly. They were also very respectful of our property and left our house in good repair." If you'd like to know more about our plans, please get in touch with Michael by emailing housing@soha.co.uk or by phoning free phone 0800 014 1545.
We can support you to get environmental projects off the ground in your community too. Just tell us what's happening. Email ri@soha.co.uk. Did you know? There's more sustainability stuff going on in our area than in most other parts of the UK. This means you can benefit from community allotments, do some gardening and take the produce home, or repair cafes, free repairs of electronics, clothes, bikes and other things that might otherwise go to landfill, free cycle events and Facebook exchange and more. Check out Community Action in my area or Sustainable and then the name of your town on the internet, or contact us for information about a group near you. Want to join our team? Soha has a green team of staff and residents who help us take action to maximise our own positive environmental impact as a business. They're also our environmental champions, promoting sustainability and environmental awareness to staff and residents.
Save Energy, Save Money by Lee Hayward. 1. Boiler servicing. A boiler service can pay for itself by boosting your system's efficiency and reducing the chance of a breakdown. If you are a shared owner, it's your responsibility to have your boiler checked annually. You can find a certified engineer at www.gassaferegister.co.uk. 2. Turn down the room thermostat. Many of us have got used to living in overheated homes, but turning down the temperature by just 1 degree could save £55 a year, depending on the size of the home, according to the Energy Savings Trust. 3. Leave radiators free of obstructions. Make sure curtains or furniture aren't blocking your radiators, as this prevents them projecting heat into the room. 4. Change your heating regime. It's more efficient to warm your house by having the thermostat on a low temperature over a longer period of time, rather than having bursts of high temperatures. 5. Turn off radiators that you don't use. For example, in spare rooms, then use a draft excluder against drafts coming from that room. 6. Switch off lights. Save up to £40 a year by switching off lights as you leave a room and taking your appliances off standby. And 7. Showering. Reducing your shower time to 4 minutes saves £45 a year. There are more great tips and advice videos from Groundwork's Green Doctors at www.groundwork.org.uk/greendoctor/tips-and-support, including a look at who the energy villains are in your house. Not the children, but the top 5 most energy-hungry appliances.
You could save a life. Could you spot a heart attack? St John's Ambulance details the possible signs and symptoms as having a crushing pain in the centre of the chest that may spread to the jaw and down one or both arms, being breathless or gasping for breath, sweating profusely, experiencing pain similar to indigestion, collapsing without warning, complaining of dizziness, having pale skin and lips with a possible blue tinge, having a rapid, weak or irregular pulse, having a feeling of impending doom, and that this is what they recommend you should do. Call 999 or 112 for emergency help straight away and tell them you think someone is having a heart attack. Help move the casualty into a comfortable position. The best position is on the floor with their knees bent and their head and shoulders supported. You could place cushions behind them or under their knees. Give them 1 aspirin tablet, 300 milligrams, and ask them to chew it slowly. Do not give aspirin to the casualty if they are under 16 or if they are allergic to it. Ask the casualty to take their own angina medication if they have some. Keep monitoring the casualty's level of response until emergency help arrives. If they become unresponsive at any point, prepare to start CPR. Check out the short film at www.sja.org.uk/get-first-aid-advice/how-to-an-adult/ You never know when you may need it.
My daughter saved my life by knowing how to call for an ambulance. A Henley resident told us that in early January, my heart stopped beating and I stopped breathing for 20 minutes. I needed life-saving CPR and 6 shocks from a defibrillator, but my daughter, Jessica, age 9, called 999 immediately when I lost all feelings in my hand and arms, could hardly breathe, and had immense chest pain. Without her raising the alarm, the doctor said I wouldn't be here today. I taught her what to do through role play, and our address is written on the letterbox, so if she needed to dial 999, she could tell the operator where she was calling from. The sooner you get help, the better the outcome. Have you taught your children how to dial 999 in an emergency? A few minutes discussion can save a life.
Emma Langstaff, Estates and Neighbourhoods Manager, writes, "If you're looking for a new challenge this spring, you could be one of Soha's new green and clean champions. This voluntary job means keeping your eyes peeled on our behalf in your block, scheme or neighbourhood. You would feed back to us on how the communal cleaning or grounds maintenance contractors, or both, are doing, and help us shape and design communal outdoor spaces with all local residents in mind. We'd love to hear from you, whether you're living in independent living or in general needs accommodation, in an older house or one of our new builds. Residents' eyes and ears are a vital element of our estate's maintenance programme, and we're delighted when you want to get involved in your community in this way. In return, we'll offer you training on what to look for, a chance to meet the contractors, and a thank you of shopping vouchers for every monthly inspection you carry out. We'll also make sure we keep you up to date on how your feedback and suggestions for improvement are making a difference. Please get in touch with Emma to chat more. Email estates@soha.co.uk or free phone 0800 014 1545 and ask for Emma Langstaff.
News in brief. Same space, new look. Soha was at last able to mark the official opening of our refurbished working space at the beginning of March. As staff now divide their working day between the office and home, we don't need 2 floors, and so have made upstairs a more flexible, open-plan space. Our reception area and parking arrangements remain the same. Please bear in mind that if you come by to see a member of staff on spec, they may not be at Royal Scot House at that time. Making an appointment is always a safer bet. Don't worry though. If you do need to drop in without telling us, Tracy or our other receptionists will always be pleased to try to reach them on the phone for you.
Soha residents, staff and the public, including a group of primary school children, have been getting creative with words since November as part of our 25th anniversary Playing with Words project. They've been writing songs, poems and prose, all on the topic of belonging. If you'd like to take part, the 2.5-hour roughly workshops with professional Kevin Campbell-Davidson, kcdcollective.com, are free and great fun. Contact us at ri@soha.co.uk for details of one near you, or to ask us for a description of the project in another language so that we can be sure to have offered it to everyone who might like to be involved. By the way, we also intend to support anyone whose first language is not English with a face-to-face workshop. So please get in touch if that applies to you or a neighbour.
The Members Forum has grants to give for one-off improvements to schemes or neighbourhoods which would benefit. Do you need a bench? Would a communal shed be useful? Make your application for the Estates Improvement Funding by contacting estates@soha.co.uk or phoning them on free phone 0800 014 1545. More information at www.soha.co.uk/involving-u/my-community.
Soha insures your building but not your possessions. No matter how careful you are, there's always a risk that your belongings could be broken, damaged or stolen, so home contents insurance can help provide peace of mind. Thistle Insurance, who provide a specialist insurance policy for tenants, has just given us a video for our website explaining more. See www.soha.co.uk/resident-services/renting-services/insurance. As with every financial product, you should always do a price comparison to check value for money. Sites such as www.comparethemarket.com are a good place to start.
Soha Community Stars, by Andrea Bain. Announcing the award winners for your Community Stars: Caroline Wade, Christine Green, Leslie Hawksworth and Tina Jeffries, all Community Champions.
Jessica Dingle, Young Champion Under 25. Cholsey Volunteers, Community Made a Difference Award. Joy and Howard Webb, Community Made a Difference Award.
Also Pat Purview, Community Made a Difference Award. Jane Tyndall, COVID-19 Champion. And David Peedle, Best Neighbour. Did you know there's a whole resident involvement section of the Soha website, www.soha.co.uk/involving-you/ and a team waiting to get to know you.
Dates for your diary. Look out for us at outdoor events and activities throughout the summer. These are the places and dates we have confirmed already. You can keep up to date with all the details of each nearer the time on our Facebook page, which is @Soha Housing. We'll publish any more locations there too. Vauxhall Barracks Didcot, Play Day on Saturday the 18th of June. RAF Benson, Play Day Saturday the 25th of June. And South Abingdon Play Day Saturday the 9th of July. Berrinsfield Fete on Saturday the 23rd of July. Berrinsfield Play Day Tuesday the 2nd of August. Great Western Park Didcot, Soha's big 25th anniversary party, Thursday the 4th of August. Benson, Soha's big 25th anniversary party, Saturday the 6th of August. We're really grateful to Oxfordshire Play Association for inviting us to be part of their play days.
It's Your Data by James McDowell. When you start out with Soha, you provide us with a lot of personal information. This allows us to give you the best possible service. Although that data is stored and used by Soha, it is still your data, and the law says you have the right to ask for access to that data. You also have the right to request that we remove some or all of your data from our systems if, for example, you move to another landlord. These are the same rights you have with any organisation you deal with. Our privacy notice explains this in more detail and is available on our website or in hard copy on request. However, if you are unsure of your rights or would like to know more, please contact our data protection team on dpo@soha.co.uk or free phone 0800 014 1545. Jude McCaffrey, Head of Housing, says that when you share your data with us, you make a huge difference to the service we can provide. He's aware that we've not been able to do our best for our LGBTQ+ residents in the past, but makes this pledge for the coming year. For Soha's LGBT+ residents, poor data collection and a lack of transparency about why we collect data has contributed to our being unable to tackle persistent inequalities and their causes. So, for 2022, we want to radically improve the data we hold on our residents' sexualities. This will help us understand problems, set priorities, and track progress. We want to tackle inequalities in housing LGBT+ people to provide an excellent service.
The new Home Ownership Service by Mark Giddens. #Here for you for homeowners. Homes belonging to leaseholders and shared owners make up more than 1 in 7 of the properties which Soha owns and manages. Over the last few months, we have been working to shape a better service for these customers. We're hoping that this dedicated service for Soha homeowners will make it easier for you to get your queries answered promptly. If you have any ideas of ways we could help you and other customers, please let us know. We have brought together 3 teams to offer a service which starts when you buy, through to owning, and finally to selling. I am the overall manager. There are 3 strands to the home ownership and home sales team. The first one you'll come across being home sales, the team there being Lauren Westwood and Zaprina Jazz Ashworth. Home sales sells all Soha new build properties. We have lots of new developments coming across this year, including starter homes in Farringdon, family homes in Didcot and extra care homes in Wallingford. To find out more, visit www.sohahomeownership.co.uk or email homebuy@soha.co.uk. The home ownership team is headed by Dawn Palmby, assisted by Dave Gregory. They look after all leaseholders and shared owners once they move in and are the one-stop shop point of contact for leaseholders and shared owners. If they don't know the answer, they'll talk to other departments on your behalf and come back to you. They can give advice from queries on your lease, your rent or service charges, approving alterations to your property, and everything in between. Contact them on homeownership@soha.co.uk. They also produce a biannual e-newsletter. Use the same details to sign up for that or for a paper copy. We are all in the process of updating website information, so you might even find your queries on shared ownership or leaseholding answered there. The third strand of the team is made up by Jane Rowley in Managed Property Sales. They handle staircasing. Email staircasing@soha.co.uk and Right to Buy, email rta/rtb@soha.co.uk and they can give advice on how to sell your home. Email resales@soha.co.uk. They also provide all the information for Soha's solicitor to liaise with shared owners and leaseholders' solicitors to help your resale. Do please note, the sales process takes place between your solicitor and your buyer's solicitor. Soha or our solicitors are not involved in this, so cannot give updates. Your estate agent or solicitor will be able to help. We're all available using the Soha free phone number of 0800 014 1545.
Trevor Brewerton, chair of the Members Forum, says, join us for dinner at the Members Forum AGM on Tuesday the 26th of April, 6 p.m. at Didcot Civic Hall. Next year, the whole forum stands down after its term of office comes to an end. Maybe this is your chance to see if you'd like to stand for election in 2023. We are proposing to increase our numbers on the forum by co-option. Let us know if you would like to put yourself forward to become a Members Forum co-opted member. Maybe you're not even a member of Soha. Not a problem. Come along to the AGM to see what a difference Soha members make and see if membership is for you. RSVP to ri@soha.co.uk or free phone 0800 014 1545 by the 5th of April, please. The forum represents resident and community interests in Soha's business and promotes the benefits of mutual membership. It considers Soha's strategy, policy and performance, including resident scrutiny and audit, and recommends action to the Soha board. You can find the minutes of the meetings on Soha's website at www.soha.co.uk/about-us/members-forum/. If you'd like to know more about what the Members Forum does, but can't make the 26th of April, any Soha resident is very welcome to observe an ordinary meeting of the Forum. They are bi-monthly and are hybrid, that is, in person at Royal Scot House and simultaneously online for those who can't or would prefer not to come into the office. Get in touch with resident engagement at the contact details we've just given you.
News, opportunities, events. Hometalk, Soha Housing's residents magazine. Your home, your community.